Okay students, let's start with the exercise. This is the first exercise 5a. Clear? Whatever the topics I have taught, this exercise is based on that. Clear? So here question number 1, like these all already along with the examples I have showed the topics. Okay, so these all are there only. Write each of the following fraction in numerals. Clear? Here in words it is there, you have to write in numerals. So I taught you how to write the means in words, how to write down the fraction, how to read out the fractions. So here suppose here 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 means what? 3 by 5. 1 quarter. 1 quarter I taught you, it is 1 by 4. 5 sevenths. THS 5 7, that means 5 by 7. 3 eighths, that means 3 by 8. Clear? So here I have showed two examples from each. 5 7, 5 by 7. 6 13, 6 by 13. In this way you have to write. Next question, write in fraction. That means in division form it is given, you have to write in fraction form. This division sign, now when you write in fraction form, this division sign will be this one. Clear? And the which is the first one number, that will be in the numerator and the second one will be in the denominator. Yes or no? That means 6 is the divisor, 11 is the 6 is the dividend, 11 is the divisor. That means you are dividing 6 by 11. Clear? This is the fraction form. Here 0 divided by 1, 0 by 1. Yes or no? You cannot divide any number by 0, but you can divide 0 by any number. That's why this fraction can be formed. Clear or not? Understood? But you cannot form, if suppose one example is given, 1 divided by 0. So it is meaningless because you cannot divide any whole number by 0 because 0 itself is not a number. So this concept is meaningless, but it has the meaning. Clear or not? In this way you will complete the rest all. Question number 3, it is match. Match the following you will do. Next question number 4, write a fraction. Here question number 4, here it is given one number, numerator and denominator. It's very easy. It's given, only you have to arrange according to that. A, 1 number, 2 number, 3 number I have showed here. I am showing you. Here numerator HCF of 4 and 6 and denominator LCM of 5 and 6. That means at first you have to find out the HCF and you have to find out the LCM, then you have to arrange it as a fraction. See, I have done HCF of 4 and 6. You do in the working column. Clear? HCF is 2 and LCM of 5 and 7. Any means if you have to find out the LCM of any two prime numbers, directly you multiply. Clear? No need to do with the common division method. Directly you multiply the prime numbers. Clear? So here it is 35. So what will be the required fraction? Numerator is 2, denominator is 35. So you arrange it. Rest all you will complete in that way. Clear? Here question number 5, one is given. This one you have understood. You will solve it first, then you will arrange. And 5 number it is given. In the numerator you have to write your age. That means everyone you write your own age. Clear? Present, current age. And denominator your age after 30 years. Suppose now at present your age is 10 years, then after 30 years what will be your age? 40. And then what will be the fraction of this one? 10 by 40. So in this way it will be different for everyone. Clear? This answer will be different for every student, or it may same also. Clear? Next question is there. 5 number, you have to write the two equivalent fractions of the shaded part. Now here it is given 3 are there. I have showed circle 1. What we will do, as you have to write down the two equivalent fraction. So what is the procedure? First you will consider each shaded part individually. Clear? Suppose total how many are there here? 8. Out of 8, how many parts have shaded? 4. So first fraction will be 4 by 8. This is the first fraction. And another equivalent fraction will be what? Total how many parts have shaded? That one you consider as complete 1. Then out of 4, 8, 4 parts have shaded. That means complete half has shaded, 1 part has shaded. That means if you make it 2 equal parts, that means out of 2 parts, complete 1 part has shaded. Total all the 4 you consider as 1. First one you will consider individually. Second one, all the shaded part you will consider as 1 together. Clear? Then what will be the next equivalent fraction? 1 by 2. That means 1 by 2 and 4 by 8. Understood or not? How to do? First individually, or you can consider the together one also. If you consider individually, out of total 8 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 parts have shaded, and together when you will consider, then you total 8, you make it 2 equal parts. So out of 2 equal parts, 1 complete part, that means 4 shaded, you will consider as 1. So that means 1 by 2. Clear? Next question 6. Write two equivalent fractions. 4 by 7. So now you can write any two equivalent fraction. So what is the procedure? First what you will do, actually this one now you have to remember the table. 4 by 7, which one will be given to you? 4 by 7, actually it is 4 1 ja 4, 7 1 ja 7. Clear? Now same way you can write, suppose here I have written 12 by 21. That means I have multiplied 4 multiplied by 3, 7 multiplied by 3. That means by which number you will multiply the numerator, with the same number you can multiply the denominator. Clear? Then only it will be the equivalent fraction, otherwise it will not. Clear? Same number you have to multiply for both numerator and denominator. Same here I have considered 5. 4 5 ja 20, 7 5 ja 35. In this way you can write any equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Clear or not? Next question 7 number. Write an equivalent fraction of 8 by 9 with numerator 32. What is the meaning? You have to write another equivalent fraction of 8 by 9 with numerator 32. So to make numerator 32, automatically its denominator will change. Clear or not? Now what you will do, as here 32 you have to make, so first what you will do, this 32 you will divide with this numerator 8. I have divided. What has come? 8 4 ja 32. Now with this 4 you multiply both numerator and denominator. So here it has come 32. Automatically denominator has changed. It has come what? 36. Clear or not? So this way the another one you will do. You will divide first, then with that quotient you will multiply both numerator and denominator. Clear? Question number 8 is given. Which of the following fractions are in their simplest form? So what is the simplest form? Earlier I told you HCF must be 1. So in that way you will find out the factors, you will find out the HCF. If it will be 1, that means the fraction is in simplest form, and if it will not be 1, then the fraction is not in the simplest form or not in the lowest term. Whatever you can write, lowest term or simplest form. So suppose this example I have considered one number. So where its HCF has come 2, that means this fraction is not in the lowest term, or you can write here simplest form also. Clear? Question number 9, you have to reduce to simplest form. That means you have to convert, means reduce to lowest term. So I told you by which number you will divide the numerator, with the same number you have to divide the denominator. So it is 16. You can use any big number also, small number also. So if you use 4 here, then 4 4 just 16, 4 7 just 28. Yes or no? Directly I have done. Now 7 is the prime number. Prime number cannot be divided further. That means your lowest term is 4 by 7. Got it? In this way you will find out the rest. And question number 10 is there. Here all the fractions are there. You have to classify as proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed number. So you know which fractions are known as proper fraction, improper and mixed number. In that way you will classify the fraction. In this way you write proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed number, and here side by side you will choose the fraction and you will write down the fraction. Clear or not? So up to question number I have done. Next one, in the next video I will start with the other one. Clear? So solve all the sums in your copy. Thank you.